And yes, it's from Amazon. I think that's the biggest part that everyone's like, what? It's from Amazon?
Scratch mixed it. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Kiannamoracia and I'm back with another video. So today we have a wig from the company UNiceHair Amazon. You guys know I love my UNiceHair Amazon series. Make sure you go check out my playlist if you haven't yet. I did make a playlist showcasing everything, doing what I usually do, just showing you guys the goodies that I got. I got 2 Unice transparent wig caps that I love so much. Next, I got this lovely melt band. I said bland, I mean melt band. I don't know how many of these I have. They send so much goodies when you get their products, but got all of that, and now we're about to unbox the wig. So this is a 13x4 transparent lace. I know y'all saw that sticker. 18-inch 150% density kinky straight kinky edge wig. I've never had a kinky edge wig. I've had a curly edge wig in the past, but never a kinky edge wig. I have had a curly edge wig from UNiceHair, but this one is kinky. Like, I know you guys saw those edges. Does come with an elastic band, of course, that you can remove if you don't like it. I think that's my favorite feature with the Unice Amazon wigs. So first thing that I'm going to be bleaching the hair. I'm using my Kiss Lift Up powder. I did end up running out in the middle of mixing it, so I ended up pairing that with some BW2. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I just did it because I ran out. Made my mixture, of course. This is me just pouring that extra scoop of BW2. I went to the hair store and I got this like giant container, and it worked perfectly. But yeah, mix my bleach to a nice thick toothpaste consistency, and then I'm just putting it on. I actually found that it was easier to put it on this way, so I think I'm gonna start doing it like this from now instead of having it on the outside. It's way easier, and I don't end up over bleaching my knots, as you can see from right here. So yeah, highly recommend this method of bleaching. Now, I know you guys can see my hand movements, but I'm kind of pushing the bleach into the lace. Since it's already very thick, it's not gonna, you know, go on it and over bleach it. It's not sitting on top. I'm really just spreading that out until I feel fully satisfied with how it is. Of course, making sure it's fully covered. And then I'm gonna cover that with some foil for about 30 minutes. And I did use 40 volume developer. Now, after I was done, this is what the knots were looking like. They were bleached to the T. I loved it. Figured I was gonna go in a little bit more and pluck the hairline to my liking. Now, you guys know I like my hairlines to be, you know, kind of up on my forehead, so I wanted to pluck it just a little bit more so the edges came down to really give it that natural look. I'm doing the pluck and skip method, of course, just parting the sections back. After I feel satisfied, I'm only going back like twice because it was already kind of pre-plucked, but I'm just going over all the sections, making sure to separate the edges from it and not pluck out the edges. I don't want it to be too thin when I put it on my head, but I want it to be perfect. So after I was done plucking, this is what it was looking like. Ooh, it looks good. I love the way this hairline looks, especially with the edges. The edges just really add that perfection. I'm taking my wax stick and I'm just going over that hairline and then using my hot comb to kind of slick it, just to do a little bit of prep before I put it on my head. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know, I just don't like it. You know, like the fork looking hairline, it just looks like it's a fork that they put on the hairline. It doesn't look natural. It just looks really like harsh and too perfect. I don't like those hairlines. I'm sorry. I know it's a trend right now, but I just don't like it. I love me a natural, you know, nice little, I love a natural hairline. I don't like when it looks like the hairline burnt a fork on your head. I don't like it. So right here, I'm just putting in my darker foundation around my wig cap because, you know, team no ball cap. And then I'm going to wipe that off with some alcohol, any that got on my forehead, since I am going to be using spray today. And I want to make sure that the install sticks. After my forehead is all clean, I'm going to get ready to start putting the wig on my head and kind of figuring out the placement. Always tighten the elastic band to make sure it's nice and snug. Y'all see me pulling it down, fitting it on my forehead. So next, what we're gonna do is make sure to cut the excess lace off. I can't work with all that lace covering my eyes. I don't know how y'all do it, but personally I cannot. And I'm just showing you guys how that hairline looks on my forehead. It is looking amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some sections into the hair. I work better in sections. You don't have to. I've seen some people pull the lace down fully. I just know that I work better in sections, especially with spray. But I did forget to put some foundation on the lace, so I'm going back in with my foundation and just doing that real quick before I start the install. So this is after. Y'all see that skin tone match? You know what I'm talking about. And now we're just gonna cut the ear tabs off. One thing I do love about these Unice Amazon wigs, they don't have like a whole bunch of excess hair being wasted. You could really maneuver the hairline however you want. I like to pull it down, give myself a little sideburns, but I don't have to do a lot of effort when I'm cutting. And then to get started on my first section, I'm going to pull the edges back and just cut that lace off. As you guys can tell right here, that is with no glue. Look at how melted that is. And I'm just gonna take my spray after I lift the edges back, spray it lightly on there, and then take the edges and place them over it. So that way the glue is kind of like in between the hairline and the actual edges, if that makes sense. Y'all gonna see me do it when I pull it over right here. And it looks gorgeous. Look at that melt. So we're gonna do the exact same thing to the other sections. I do like to just go ahead and work with y'all, show y'all what I'm going with. You don't have to cut it perfectly. I'm cutting whatever I want, taking my spray and just spraying that down, blending with my finger, and then after that I'm taking my edges and I'm pulling that over the area that I sprayed, making sure that I pull out all of my edges, of course, because I want to, you know, leave that gap between the hairline and the edges to really give that natural look. Like, y'all see what I mean? It just looks like I didn't do my edges yet, and I got me a silk press. No, not a silk press because it's not straight yet, but y'all see what I mean. After I brush it over, look at how gorgeous that hairline looks, and then I'm going to do the same exact thing on that last section. So after all sections are done and I'm satisfied with how the hairline looks, and to, you know, making sure it's glued down, I like to go on my edge stick and just take a hot comb and really press it against my hairline to get that sleek effect. Now, what I love about a kinky straight wig, when I tell you it looks natural, like it's growing from the roots of your head. A lot of people thought this was my real hair, and it wasn't. Today, I decided I'm going to do like a... I am going to do a half up, half down updo, but I'm going to do like a little thing to the side. So I'm making sure my hair is sleek as I'm parting it out. Very easy to part. This hair was actually very soft. That's one common misconception about kinky straight hair. A lot of people think it's going to be like, you know, nappy, or it's not going to be nice. And one, if it's natural, it's going to have naps. That's one. And then two, it can easily be detangled. It's not rough, it's not harsh or anything. It's actually very easy to work with. That's why I love it so much. Look at how easy that parted. So after I take that section out, I'm just going to make sure that I slick it up just in time to put it in a little bun and then, you know, start curling the hair. The spray that you guys see me using in this video is actually the L'Oreal, you know, Sleek It Heat Protectant Spray. I decided I'm going to try it just because they didn't have the one that I wanted. And then I saw this one and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try it. I saw good reviews about it on Amazon. So I'm like, let me just get to it. Now, for the curls at the top, I used my Babyliss Nano Titanium Flat Iron. The curls at the top, I wanted them to be kind of like loose and everything. And then at the bottom, I wanted waves. I'm doing that little flick of the wrist method. I know it is very hard to grasp. It is, but I feel like the Kinky Straight did exactly what I wanted it to. I just wanted it to look, you know, very big. I wanted big hair, but I also wanted it to look really soft. So after I got those sections, I'm gonna curl my bang, and then I'm just going to wand curl the rest of the hair. I know you guys are probably watching this like, why aren't you curling it to perfection? Listen, I wanted big, messy hair that still looked soft. You guys know, I'm gonna say this later again in the video, but how SZA had her hair when she first started out, like those big, soft, yucky curls. I love those. I was absolutely in love with it. And I've been doing so much kinky straight wigs. I'm like, listen, the curls are forever gonna eat. So that's what I decided to do for this video. And of course, making sure my edges are straight. And that is it for the install.
Alright, so I figured you guys could tell how excited I was to do this wig just by looking at it. I decided to do this like little bang updo because I was like, this wig is gorgeous and I have to try it. I wanted it to look as natural as possible. I didn't want the curls to be perfect. I wanted it to give kind of like messy, kind of the way that SZA did her hair a little bit when she had first started. I just love I love a kinky straight wig. These kinky edges, however, these kinky edges are probably my favorite hairline on a wig by far. These are 4C kinky edges. You guys can see by the texture of it, they can be straightened out. I use a little bit of gel mousse, and of course I held them in with my even spray after I finished installing the wig. This is what they're looking like. I decided to keep these ones, you know, very coily, so that way it'll look a lot more natural. This hair looks absolutely gorgeous. It is 18 inches, 150% density. It does have an elastic band, so it can be glueless if you want. The lace melted perfectly. You guys can see. I'm gonna zoom in. The lace melted perfectly. Easy to curl. It didn't take me more than 15 minutes just to put some little light waves into this wig. I didn't do any like excessive curls, but I wanted like big, fluffy type hair. I did not touch anything on the edges. I didn't do anything to them. I did not straighten them. I left them how they were just to see how they would really react to product, especially because if a beginner gets this wig, I wanted to show that this wig can be tamed. The edges can be slicked down with some edge control, just like you would normal 4C hair, but I decided to leave it like this to kind of give that grown out look because I wanted this wig to look very, very natural. The hairline at the sides, oh my gosh, it's perfect. I don't even know what to say. I really love this wig. It just fits. It just gives glamorous. I don't know. This is their 18 inch for 150% density. This is very full, but then again, it is a kinky straight wig. Kinky straight wigs are usually a lot more density. Of course, this is from the lovely company UNiceHair once again. Y'all know I love my Unice Amazon wigs. And yes, it's from Amazon. I think that's the biggest part that everyone's like, what? It's from Amazon? But yes, updos and kinky straight, they go hand in hand like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.